Well, I wanted to go to the Bible and speak some things concerning what I got here. But I can't right now while the Spirit of the living God is moving upon me. I speak concerning these matters, which is at hand, which He speaks to me. I want to show you some things which is not written in scriptures and which is not in the Bible prophecy. I might not could get to this day, but I try later on. Let me prepare you to this while it's on my mind about these things. But first I want to conclude about how the Antichrist is. You know, in the beginning of time, when God created the earth, and through Genesis chapter 1 and chapter 2, He told you exactly replica how He created the world and how He placed us upon this earth, and what He said and where He placed the first man Adam and his wife Eve. He taken Eve from the body of Adam. In this, even though we saw these things, many of us didn't comprehend why we didn't see these things, what we were seeing. I got to go back to this part. And when we see these things, we sit and we see a difference in the formality and the formatting of the infrastructure of that man, how he was created. We see a black man and a white man here on the face of the earth, but some of us, through our own ignorance, we don't question the significance why these things have came to be. We don't look for an answer. We don't look for an answer. We have never been concerned about our pilgrimage upon this earth. We have never been concerned about what transpired through our early age as human beings. But we go on because of our own ignorance, and we study everything that this man said before us through scientific facts as we believe. How did he get the knowledge? Where did the knowledge came from for him to say these things, speak these things? We know that everything is in the hands of that white man. The industries all over the world that plagues the earth is in the hands of that white man. It is not a myth that he controls and he dominates this earth with crap. He have taken of the fruits of the knowledge of good and evil where God told man not to take of. But why would he take off this tree? What make him so defiant in his effort here on this earth to go against the will of God? What caused this man to go and defile every man's house and make his house the sacred grounds upon the earth, that if any man invade his house, he would be taken out and destroyed. This has been from the foundation of the earth. We see these things happening before our eyes today, but we don't understand what we're seeing. We hear what they do, but we don't understand. We perceive not what we hear because of our own ignorance. This is one of the main parts in the Bible prophecy. If we don't comprehend what we are doing, we will not know the Antichrist. But yet we work beside him. We do things beside him. the least of the earth, but he's controlling the majority of the peoples of the earth because our own ignorance we are living by his grace and not the grace of the living God. He's guiding us to desert places away from our green pastures which God set before us in the earth for our integrity, for the life of the human beings, without a doubt. But he is leading us to dried up desert places, dried up streams. And yet we are looking to him for our integrity and our restoring of our pride and our lifestyle. But we walking away from the green pastures on his behalf because he have taken right through the breadth of the earth, taken that which was not his, building his house day after day, night after night, by the blood of innocent peoples, while at the same time boasting himself, saying that we as Gentiles is supporting Israel. But the money that he gave to Israel is not the tree that God planted into the earth. It is not the vessel that God created for himself. So if it's not the vessel that God created for himself and not the tree or the vine that God placed into the earth, then it's got to be a way of deception used to deceive the minds of the people. Through fabrication. Through fabrication. Money is a seed of false hope. Through fabrication. Money is a seed that is a vine or a tree that have no root. It is used to deceive the minds of the people that one man will go against his neighbor, and a brother will deceive his brother. Nation will deceive one another because of the love of money. But yet it have no substance of life, and neither does it have a substance of root to reproduce. It cannot reproduce without the natural resources. It has been used throughout the history of the world to defile peoples and nations. It has been used throughout the earth to shed blood of innocent peoples, yet it have no life of neither does it have a substance of a root to create a reproduction system that create a seed of life, a plant of life. This is why the United States is in Iraq. This is why the United States is in Afghanistan, because they know that money have no substance of life. Without a natural resource to back that money, then it will end in naught. My God. God gave Abraham the fat of the earth. He gave him everything, built a fence and a hedge around to his protection. But through the continuous transgression of the law by the 12 tribes of Israel, none is without fault, and they have defiled their government, and God has sent their sword in upon them to destroy and tear down that which he gave to Abraham through his from Genesis chapter 12.